We are now opening up India, and it's been a long time coming. We're going to be doing things a little bit different than we have done elsewhere. Now that we're opening India, based on some advice I'm getting from a leader from India, we are going to have people have a larger operating budget for the $1 pool. And the thinking behind that is that we want to make sure that no one is going to complain that they ran out of money when it comes to the $1 pool. So they'll understand that they need to get 4 referrals right away. That should be done for sure within the first month. They need to know that without those 4 referrals, then yeah, you need at least 2 in order to create positive cash flow, but 4 will create the cash flow, positive cash flow even faster. So we have been advertising the getting started in the $1 pool for an operating budget of $30. We are going to be telling people in India that they need $99 to get started in the $1 pool, and then that should be all they ever need, and then that should carry over from pool to pool to pool. So that's just kind of a one-time cost, or sitting in there. It's sitting in their phone or their wallet at all times, but they're going to use it accordingly. So I put together a spreadsheet to kind of show how this is going to roll out. And this kind of applies to everyone. So with an expanded operating budget of $99, let's take a look at what that looks like. Share screen. Okay. All right, so here we are. We have an operating budget of $99. This is the $1 pool. This is the operating budget to participate in the $1 pool. Okay. The idea here is to go through self-qualification, where it only takes 3 days to become qualified. Okay. And then at that point, people are able to have the time to get 4 referrals first 30 days. Okay. So we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4 referrals in the first month. Okay. This would be the 28th day. Okay. Of the month, getting that 4th referral. Okay. We're also saying that the rotation on the pool is about 4 days. So every 4 days, the pool is going to be paying out. And because you have 2 sub accounts, it's usually paying those 2 sub accounts $1 each. So that's $2 every time the pool swings around to pay out. Okay. So how's this going to go? So we start with $99. And if we take a look at the 95.70 here, how do we get that number? Well, basically, we're taking the 99, we're subtracting 30 cents, and we're subtracting $3, and then that's how we get that balance there of $95.70. So why is the B&B here 30 cents? Well, you got 3 accounts, you're making 3 payments, so you need a gas fee of about 10 cents times 3. Okay. It's $3 USDT because you're making a payment on 3 different accounts, and you're unqualified during the qualifying period. You're not qualified, so you're paying that out to most likely. Some of that's going to the pool, some of that may be going to your sponsor. Okay. On day 2, there's 9 payments. Okay, a total of 9 payments times 10 cents. So you need gas, about 90 cents of gas, in order to do the day 2. You need about $7.50 in PFI. Okay. So how do we get that? Well, you need 3 accounts. You got the main account plus 2 sub accounts. It's 3 accounts, and each one of those is $1 per month in PFI. And you also need assurance. So you need $1.50 times 3. So $1.50 times 3 is $4.50. So $4.50 plus the $3 for the monthly fee is $7.50. So we get this number here by taking the 9570 as, the operating budget. We're using it up here, okay? 9570, subtracting out the 90 cents in BNB, the $3 in USDT, and the $7.50 in PFI. That brings us to day 3. Now we've got $81 when you subtract out the $3 and the 30 cents from there, okay? And as you can see, on day 4, you're starting to pay $1 because you're the other two payments that you're making you're paying yourself, okay? So it only takes $1 in order to maintain 3 accounts, okay? It only takes $1. That's the beautiful thing about sub accounts, is that after the qualifying period, then it only takes $1 or $10, depending on which pool you're in, to pay all 3 accounts instead of $3 or $30. So that's very valuable. And here we're getting a $2 payment from the pool, okay? It's rotating every 4 days, something like that. These are variables, and there's nothing consistent about some of these variables. This is just for illustration purposes only, right? So, there's a lot of variables that go on here, and we just want to show that, what the potential is. But if you have $99, you have so much more money than what you really need to really kind of kick off the $1 pool. There's no problem. In fact, by the time you're getting down to the 2-week mark here, this green line right here represents the break-even point. Notice that the money's coming out of the $99. It's coming out every day up until about here, and then notice that money's going in and it's growing now. So instead of it coming down, so technically, in this situation on the $1 pool, you didn't need to use up the entire 99. You're only using up about less than $40, right? Less than $40 is what you're using up here, out of the 99, okay? And then it continues to grow, okay? Now over here, your first referral that you get, that's going to go underneath your sub account. Your first sub account, which usually that'd be like, like for me, like ACE1, ACE2, ACE3, that would go under ACE2, the first sub account. You put the first referral there, but you have to have 2 in order to qualify that account. So in order to qualify that sub account, there has to be 2. So that's why it's going 0 for about a week here, 0 times 7 here. Then on the 7th day, you've got your second referral coming in, and now you've got positive cash flow coming from 2 referrals paying every day for $1 every day. So 2 times $1 is $2. And that's positive cash flow coming in over here against the $1 coming out over here and the 30 cents, the gas fee, right? But notice it just keeps on growing. By the time you get to your third referral, the third referral doesn't increase the value because it's not qualified. That third referral is going to go underneath your second sub account, okay? So that second sub account is paying you, on the third one, you don't get paid anything. You have to have 4. So you need 3 and 4 in order to get that to match up. So you have two under the sub account, the second sub account, which in case of ACE 1, 2, and 3, that'd be ACE 3, so the second sub account, putting 2 referrals underneath it and qualifying it, making all 3 accounts the main account, and the 2 sub accounts are not now fully qualified by the time we get to like the 28th day here in this illustration, okay? And then we're making our monthly payment of, we have 3 accounts to pay a $1 monthly fee in PFI, okay? So we got to pay that every month, right? Every single month we got to pay that $3 for those 3 accounts, okay? All right. So that's how that works. Now, if you just take a look at the potential of the $1 pool, You start out with an operating budget of $99. You have more or less broken even here, but within 2 weeks of starting, and just after a whole year of making payments on the $1 pool, that's going to increase that 99 up to 971. So that's like 10 times your money in a year, right? Just in the $1 pool alone, with only 4 referrals only. So this is just basically stopping at 4 and not ever having any more than 4 referrals ever. Okay, so that's the $1 pool. Now we could take those same 4 referrals and put them to work into the $10 pool. So we'll move over to the $10 pool. Okay. Now in the case here, we are taking the operating budget of 102. Okay, where's that coming from? Well, that's coming from over here. So we're basically taking the money that's sitting in the operating budget here. Okay, so we're taking the money that's sitting here, and we're going to apply it towards opening up the $10 pool while keeping the $1 pool going. We'll open up the $10 pool too. Okay. And of course, there's expenses. So let's see here. So this is, you're only going to have one account here. So the qualifying period for one account on day one, you've got 10 cents you got to pay in the gas, B&B, and you're making a $10 payment, okay, on day one. Technically, you don't have the referrals set up here yet, but but the qualifying period will go on and it'll keep on going until it gets about right here where we've got the 2 referrals, right? But anyway, it's still, the numbers are still identical here. So you get to day 2 and you are making 3 payments. So you're making a daily payment, you're making a monthly payment, and you're making an assurance payment. So you need $10 for the monthly payment, and you need $15 for the assurance payment in PFB. Okay, so you add that up, it brings this total from 102 down to 56. Okay, and then you're taking out another $10.10 here, so that brings it down to 46 there, and so on. Notice that it does get a little bit into the negative numbers here. There are so many variables here, but this is just, what if you had to add, like after after a month or 40 days, you might have to add another $25, whatever, to make up for this area here that's in the negative numbers. No big deal. But look what's happening over here. You're getting payments from the pool here. Okay, you're getting a $10 payment because you only have one account, not 2. Okay, and let's just say the pool only pays you for about a month. So that's kind of what this model is. If you look here, both in the $1 pool and the $10 pool, it's only paying you out for about 1 month. And technically, the pool could be paying you out longer than that. But I think as we move forward, we're going to see that the pool and the guarantees and all that are just going to favor the new members, ongoing, and their first month. It's really what's going to support them to kind of help them get started until they get at least 2 referrals, right, to get to the point where they got positive cash flow, but ideally 4 within their first month. But then no more pool payments, so no more help from the pool there. So this is just being illustrated there, even though it doesn't quite work that way. It's more generous today than what I'm showing here. Okay, but if you have a consistent $40 coming in every day against a payout of $10, that's a 4-to-1 ratio. Obviously, you're going to get ahead. So you can see the numbers climb up here pretty fast. Okay, they get pretty big here, and that puts you in a position after a year, just on the $10 pool, and that could turn into about $10,000. Okay, wow. And again, you're not much more into this than the original 99 over here. You may have added another $25 over here. So for $125, you could end up with about $11,000. You can end up with this 971 there, and this 10,140 here, about $11,000 just off of out of pocket 125 using the same 4 referrals. Now let's expand again. Let's take a look at going into the $100 pool, and we can take a look at this is happening right about here, day 61 of the $10 pool, and that puts us at the 92nd day of getting started originally here in the $1 pool. So on the 92nd day, starting there, 61 day here on the $10 pool, day 1 of the $100 pool. And again, just one account. So 10 cents, 30 cents, 10 cents, and 10 cents, just like we saw in the $10 pool with only one account, paying $100 every day. Okay. You need $250, $100 for the monthly fee, $150 for the assurance fee. So you're making 3 payments that day, the daily payment, the monthly payment, and the assurance payment. Okay, so you can see that this operating budget is being used up for a period of time. Okay, then it gets into this area here. So maybe you're adding another roughly $100, maybe $101, $102 there to the operating budget. Again, all these things are variables. If the referrals come in sooner, then obviously you won't have that situation. But this is all based on the idea that the referrals are always going to lag behind each other, by a month. Okay. So here's your first referral after 7 days. Okay. So referral 1 for the $100 pool. Referral 2 qualifies, the account, right? Then referral 3, okay. Technically, if it's just one account, it would be increasing that to more than 200, but we'll just say 200 to be conservative. And then here you go with 4 referrals on the $100 pool. You've got $400 a month coming in. Okay. So what does that turn into after a year? You're making every month you got to make a $100 payment in PF in the coin for the $100 pool. Okay. And after a year, now you have an additional over $100,000, almost $102,000 there. Okay. Again, using pretty conservative numbers here to make all of this work. Okay. Now you have an operating budget you can put into the $1,000 pool. Where's that coming from? Well, out of the $100 pool, day 63 of the $100 pool, which is also day 152 of the $1 pool. So 152 days into this. What is that? 152, that's like 5 months, right? So 5 months into it, you are starting the $1 pool with an operating budget of over 12,000. You're going to be using that up here, same as before, okay? And you only have this one small negative things. Maybe you got to add a couple $100, $200 more there, small amount. But again, most likely the referrals are going to come in faster at this point, and that won't even be an issue because the referrals are going to come in faster than what is shown here. And you're going to have, 4,000 coming in every day, 1,000 going out every day. Okay. And that's just going to create a fantastic opportunity to have $1 million. Okay. So that is amazing. So more or less you can get started for just so little, right? Get an operating budget of $99, and that's just going to carry you forward. Maybe you need to add, maybe you don't, just depends on how fast your referrals actually come in, right? But if you do have to add, it's just a small amount, relatively speaking, easy to do, right? And the result is more or less the same, that by the time you get done with your first year with the $1,000 pool, you pulled in over $1 million in positive cash flow. That is amazing. And what's supporting this whole thing is the fact that we're pulling money out of the market to support the pool. The pool is supporting the team, and the team is supporting your referrals that are direct to you. And that's how this works and why it has the longevity of lasting on and on and on for years and decades to come. Okay. So I hope that spreadsheet is helpful. If you're interested in getting a copy of the spreadsheet, just request it from me. I'll be happy to send it to you, probably through Telegram or whatever. Okay, that's that. So I hope that that was enlightening. You could see the numbers, the opportunity to take such a small amount and leverage it in a system that is pulling money out of the market every day in order to benefit our members, right? Ultimately supporting the bottom of the pool supporting the team is supporting the referrals that are below you, and that's what keeps this thing going. Okay. So this is such a small amount of money to get started, and yet the potential here is super, super large potential of bringing in millions of dollars every year on the same 4 referrals. You're not going to see an opportunity like this anywhere else, where you can take such a small group of people and create so much wealth in such a short period of time. And it's only because we pay 100%, we pay instant, we pay direct. It's done in USDT, which is a safe coin to use. It's not paid in some other currency that's, going wild and crazy. It's, one USDT coin is always worth $1, right? So that's how you're receiving your payments every day, whether it's $1 or $1,000. It's always paid in USDT direct to you in your wallet. And that's what makes this such a fantastic opportunity. So I hope that helps. And I'll go ahead and end this video now. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.